Hello, welcome back to another episode of Python Intermediate. Your friend Toski Brown. This is Tech Hustler on YouTube. Maybe your message also by subscribing to this channel. No put in on post notification. Now I share videos for other people to also learn. In this video, the Ebekasa Alpha home data structures in Python. See Kasa data structures are in simple terms, na check when you store data in programming. So in this video, enema miɛnsa Ebekasa Alpha home list, tuples, sets. Na obi kwa be say e dey nti na Python e different ways to store multiple values. Na one way kwa to store multiple values na enye enough na. Sa question very important pa. Nti ya meso metima aka kakra and say a way to store data and I say a way to store values in Python. Say kwa pa my as programmers and I say in writing a program no MY because there are different ways by which you want to store your data. And those ways may be how I was offer so in your data and back. And it be also depending on the number of MRA over here, and I said the number of time, and I said amount of time I will be here before you can get that data back. So, and it be also solve different problem. And when you choose a wrong data structure, a bit more slow or program no down. So and the Ebeka Alpha hono a list, tuples, and a set. So by the end of this lesson, no, ube master these three things I mentioned no, like a pro. Ube tias ye pa ye. It's about so after na just make sure say ube follow me. Now they may be able to come. Okay. So first thing I Ebeka Alpha hono a list. And in list say me patch also won't share my previous video about Lester. Or check a channel where share Python in chi with me at a list my church list as as ubia we beginner my church as yes and be abati me patch also one thing was we na me betche no me sure say obesha that as ye nti message also be di kan akwohwe no ansa na wabehwe we see. Okay, so your list and we know say list a way acquire say to-do list. So person who list offer to-do list name person yen in a day no no one by one. Okay, so in Python to write a list no you can say be your list say be numbers. Okay, and a list no may be 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so this is list na you can have no. So list way our characteristics, and the first characteristics I want to say yashesha no pepepe. In other terms, you can prefer because it is ordered. Okay, yashesha no pepepe. List way ebia one index and I say ebia one position. Okay, so first index and I said the first item in this list no the position A is 0, second one and so the 1, and then the third one no and so A 2. So that is how the characteristics no actually. And then yes also our another characteristics are yes a mutable, meaning you can change it whenever you want to make changes to it, you can change it. So if I want to change, let's say 3 to 4, the may answer me index no. So make us a numbers, and then the position of 3 A2. No ma assign it, let's say 4 man. Into say me print numbers are won't say everybody na 4 and a eshaho. It means that you can make changes to it anytime you want to. So once I buy enough 4 na made instead of 3 no. Okay, so let's continue. And another characteristics are I want to say it allows duplicates. So for example, yamfan say bia me wo 2 ewa ha, betima san so the 2 as abebio. Betima san so the bia another 3 as abebio. Okay. So this list no, it betima containing duplicate values. Nti yɛka sɛ it allows duplicate. It means sɛ adeɛ mmienu a ɛyɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ ebetumi aba listing ɛmfa ho sɛ ebi a mmienu mmiɛnsa ɛkɔ ebetumi abɛhyɛ that listing no mu. So that is one characteristics. And I said the last but not the least characteristics ɛwɔ mu nso yɛ slower lookups. Ɛwɔ slower lookups. Sɛ yɛka sɛ ɛwɔ slower lookups a, for example, yɛmfa sɛ bi a mepɛ sɛ mekyɛke sɛ bi a one ɛwɔ numbers no mu ampa anaa. So if I want to check say bi a one ɛwɔ numbers no mu a ɛkwan a ɛbɛfa so ahwehwɛ no ɛyɛ slow kakra. Nti sɛ ɛfa one a na abɛkyɛke sɛ number na mepɛ sɛ mehwehwɛ sɛ ɛwɔ mu ampa no ɛne one yɛ pa anaa. Sɛ ɛne ne nyɛ pa na atoa so kɔ next one saa until sɛ ɛbɛnya deɛ ɛne ne yɛpɛ. Nti sɛ ɛmfa sɛ bi a numbers na ɛwɔ mu no nyinaa yɛ 1 million a ɛbɛhwehwɛ no maako maako saa kɔpem sɛ ɛbɛkɔ akɔto 1 million. That's the reason why nti yɛsɛ ɛyɛ slower. So for example, if I say I'm person check say if let's say 3 in numbers print true. Okay. Sorry, I'm supposed to put it in the parentheses. Okay. So if say 3 or numbers more and print it true. Nti ebe hwehwe no maako maako saa nti fa ebia 1 a na compare. Okay, 1 and 3 pa na there be na move on 2 and 3 pa. Ebe sa ba be say we su na ene ne pe no kra no. Esa be koye no so sa akọ check. Nti by the time e kwa to de ene ne pe no na say more time I dey. I wasting sa nti ma ne slow kakra. Nti that is how I list no it's here. Okay. So you can list one example I may make here. No, let's list according to who be say to-do list. Okay, so you can add items and you can remove items from a list. You can change items. You can keep duplicate items. So that is the list. No, list with my add items, with my remove items, with my change items. No, I keep duplicating so a day. And time I use to list. A time here order. Okay, time our person will be in according to order. With me a use list. And time also make changes in your data. So also make changes in your data with me use list. And also will duplicate and also person will store values duplicate values woman. Okay, and also with me a use list. And I say who person will build any dynamic collections. Okay. Adibia a dynamic bia so abet me AUC list. The next data structure because so a tuple. So now let's move on to tuple. Okay. So when we talk about tuple and so characteristics ni bi say ya koyese tuple no suban ya koyese list no but there was some different characteristics bia list no any be. Okay, although say this tuple no so ordered, but tuple no immutable. Tuple immutable, meaning you cannot make changes to a tuple, and then tuple allow duplicates. So tuple no allow duplicates, and now when you're doing a lookup and so it is kind of faster than a list. Okay, and essentially use dictionary keys, meaning hashable, meaning say hashable. It uses dictionary keys. That is some of the and I said these are the characteristics of a tuple. And the quite fast so a use tuple ni. So for instance, in how you see a write tuple. To make my be a coordinate. Into the coordinates, you know. Meet me maybe 5 points. Okay, and then another one will be -1 point. Okay, so this is the coordinate. Okay, so with the tuple, no, this is how it is in ordered collection. Okay, so this has a position. This also has a specific position. And that may can say you cannot make changes to it. What am I meant try to make changes to this tuple? So for example, if I say coordinate we the first item now coordinate and I said this tuple no. Person me change core ABR 6 points. Okay. Now if I try to print this tuple, okay, let's see coordinates. You see say many error and I say program no be crash because you cannot make changes to whatever or they aka tuple no. Until so create tuple new you can't make changes to it. So that is one characteristic and I make ho asem. So a bra use tuple your brebe phobia here also use tuple. So when you don't want to change data, and I say you don't need to change values in the data, you can use tuple. In the brown person will be changing data, and I say brown won't change it, he also be changing values data mono. We use tuple. And so we represent fixed data to say coordinates, RGB colors. Sani wanimana once coordinates there, it must be fixed. And you also change, because exact position of say be any structure na be a town bibisa what I say because those structures and I said those name are fixed. You shouldn't make changes to them. In the time no bit use tuple. And when you want slightly better performance, for example, if a program run fast kakra, instead of using be a list, you can use tuple. And so here dictionary keys in so you can use tuples to do that too. Okay, so that is that for tuple. And then the next data structure you can ho asem a set. You can set you nyina set. So we set no. Your SHS ni junior high school no. You be set. And the kwan set efa so working. So in Python, your data structure and your friend is set. And then also on the characteristics be unordered. It does not follow any order, unlike the tuple and the list. And also a mutable, meaning you can make changes to it. Also making changes to a set, you can make changes to it. And then another characteristics of a set, and so say you can't use duplicate values in it. It does not allow duplicate values. Also we use duplicate values and for lookup and also very fast as compared to a tuple and a set and then a list. Very fast. We compare a set and a very fast bar. So think of a set like, let's say a security checkpoint. And security checkpoint, you can say I see a room marko, you room you now room back on a person room be any sanity. Sana a set So a set it containing unique values. It doesn't contain duplicate values. Into opasa we be here unique values, I bet me use sets and they store those values And so here fast membership testing and also obviously you see a set. And when you want to remove duplicate values, for example, let's say we create you say a list. Now person remove duplicate values. For example, let's say I create numbers. Okay. And then a list. Then person remove duplicate values. The same fan say be 1, 2, 3, another 3, 5, and another 5, and a 6. And some person remove any duplicate value in this lister. Very simple. The here some convert it into a set. Not just let me remove duplicate value. So I mean, say new numbers or unique numbers. Let me use the unique numbers. okay, is equal to, so convert it to set, number the numbers now, aba. Okay, so now when I print numbers, you will see say, sorry, when I print unique numbers, let me print unique numbers. Okay, now remember a set instead of a list. So now, as you can see, we were 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 5, what, 6. And duplicate values na woman in F frame. So when you want to remove duplicate values, I'll bet me a easy set. Okay. And then when you are comparing groups, you can also use set. For example, if I say be a open store email address. Once an email address will be unique, it can be the same email address. So for you to be able to do that, or for you to be able to prevent same email addresses, ubetimi use a set to do that. So let's do some performance comparison. Okay, this is an important section. So now doing the performance comparison, no, some codes bi wɔ ha map copy paste wɔ ase. Nti sɛ wo check a we say numbers, and numbers no, I've just created a list from 0 to 999,000. Okay, so this is 1 million. Anytime you see this number, or anytime you see something like this, it means 1 million. And your number sets. Number sets means I'm converting these numbers, which is a list. Also, we say a list into me converting into a set. So now this becomes a set. Now we also a list. So I want to compare the time now. A BR take the execute task I made. The reason why I made 1 million show is me person check it. Once you hear more data, and I say data does so send a bit me. They are checking time because when the data near Kitwebia, I am time near almost the same. But said doors I won't even the differences are a bit tricky. Until we have my import time, I say, and then the start time no, me take it the start time no, I no take it the end time after executing this. So I check. So this one we are doing the lookup. Okay, so we want to check if 999 is in numbers. Okay. 999 meaning 999,999. Okay, it's in 1 million. This range now. And the check say woman. Okay, so if say woman, then the amount of time they be taking the executing, because we know na make us say it be taken one by one. And the ashini na. So osha 999 or a check we are na end time number. So we are printed the time taken. That is me subtract the start time no from the end time no. And on a menya the seconds they take here the execute here. Sounds now here and so me say for set time check. Okay. Nti also start time no then my check say I was set in one na. Nti check here the end time no so ha. We are na ma print time taken. So we subtracted the start time from the end time. So let's run this code. Ni share time e be take here at the finishing. Okay. Yes, it is check here. First list list time check it take say 0.011165 seconds. Or I say seconds na bro e big account kakra na de check here. But when it take none, just men can say and the key a second kwa na day my friends it's me a look up but we need to keep time kakra that is 0.01 the answer is 0.012 seconds and it take a day a check here. So that is how na me person me the performance comparison me timer it be a take for a lookup that is between a list and a set. So there are real life comparisons that we can make. So in real life, for example, students' names in the class. When you want to store students' names in the class, you can use a list because names of students, some of the students can have the same name. So if you want to store the names of students in a class, you can use a list. And another one is GPS coordinates. If you want to store GPS coordinates, you have to use a tuple, okay? Because GPS coordinates are fixed values because you can't change them or you're not supposed to change them, okay? And then when you want to store registered emails, this is kind of way to set. So to do a recap, and I said to do a quick recap on lists, tuples, and sets. We know say lists, they are dynamic arrays. Tuples are immutable arrays, and then sets are hash tables. Okay, lists are dynamic arrays, tuples are immutable arrays, and sets are hash table. This is why, because sets are faster for lookups. Offer sets they are faster for lookups, and then tuples are highly faster than lists. So comparing the three of them, lists is the slowest one, and tuples is faster than lists. And then lists are more flexible. So whenever you are working with lists, they are more flexible. You can add, you can remove, you can update. So you can do a lot of things to a list, unlike the other data structures, which is the tuples and sets. So final thing I'm kind of say, list a ordered and editable data, tuple a fixed protected data, and then set a unique values plus faster lookups. So if you want to perform a fast lookup, you have to use sets. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. This was some simple explanation that I needed to do about data structures in Python. That is a list, a tuple, and a set. And so any question, Biana, you can ask them in the comment section. And please don't forget to follow this account or subscribe to this channel, and like this video, and please share for others to also see. Thank you for watching.